Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last video of the day. Yes, I am pumping out a lot of content today, but what I'm getting at here is that California is again making some insane moves, very authoritarian. And remember when I said in one of my last videos today that I'll be showing you exactly what Gavin Newsom is going to be doing to the doctors? Well, here it is. You're going to be finding out exactly what they'll be doing to the doctors. California makes it illegal for doctors to disagree with politicians. Well, that doesn't seem very First Amendment right-ish at all. That sounds pretty fucking negative if you ask me. Conformity of thought is now required whether it is online or on college campuses or if you're in California in a physician-patient relationship. PayPal recently introduced a $2,500 fine for anyone involved in the sending, posting, or republication of any messages, content, or materials that, in PayPal's sole discretion, promote misinformation. After a firestorm of criticism, PayPal withdrew the policy, claiming the whole thing was a misunderstanding and was not official policy. Hardly a convincing explanation from a site with a history of banning those it considers politically incorrect, but California politicians have no such relief. Governor Gavin Newsom recently signed California Assembly Bill 2098, making it the first state to attempt to censor what politicians can say about COVID-19 to their patients. This is a dangerous and unlikely constitutional effort that the other states must resist. The statute instructs that it shall constitute unprofessional conduct for a physician and surgeon to disseminate misinformation related to COVID-19, including false or misleading information regarding the nature and risk of the virus, its prevention and treatment, and the development, safety, and effectiveness of COVID-19 vaccines. California law requires the Medical Board of California to take action, up to and including license revocation and against any licensed physician charged with unprofessional conduct. But under the First Amendment and content-based speech regulation by government entities is presumptively unconstitutional and may be justified only if the government proves that it is narrowly tailored and serves compelling state interests. A 2018 Supreme Court case, National Institute of Family and Life Advocates v. Becerra, held that professional speech by licensed practitioners based on their expert knowledge and judgment is protected by the First Amendment. The court, though, did suggest that regulations of professional conduct that indecently burdening speech might be allowed. Speech that is part of any of the practice of medicine has certainly been subject to reasonable licensing and regulation states. It is not clear whether providing information to a patient, such as whether mask wearing works and is necessary, or discussing the safety of in-person learning. It is closely enough tied to medical practice and procedures to pass constitutional muster. This will undoubtedly be decided in future litigation, but the statute clearly has constitutional problems in defining COVID misinformation. The law's definition is false information that is contradicted by contrary scientific consensus contrary to the standard of care. This is ridiculously and likely unconstitutionally vague. As the Supreme Court noted, professors might have a host of good faith disagreements both with each other and with the government on many topics in their respective fields. Physicians who inform their young, healthy patients that the virus poses a minuscule risk of serious illness and death to them is providing truthful information, and even though other practitioners or the government might claim that doing so is contrary to the standard of care. Similarly, telling a parent as part of an informed consent discussion that vaccines currently have minimal effectiveness in limiting COVID transmission and small business for healthy children, but they also have incompletely characterized side effects is not false information, even though the standard recommendation is that everyone should be vaccinated. The statute does not specify who is either arbiter of contrary scientific consensus or on COVID. The CDC, which has routinely changed its guidance over the course of the pandemic. Dr. Anthony Fauci, who repeatedly flip-flopped on the effectiveness of masks. It is unfair and unlikely violates due process to ask practitioners to register licenses without telling them who or what will judge their speech. Ultimately, California's law will harm patients, depriving them of information and undermining trust in their physicians, who will be scared to speak their minds. California's new statute is the latest iteration of officials to enforce conformity of thought and mirrors efforts by government bureaucrats throughout the pandemic to social pressure companies to censor those who don't follow the official line. I, for one, think my physician is a better judge of medical information than Silicon Valley elites and liberal legislators. So, this is what we're having here, guys. Literal authoritarianism at the highest bid, at the highest bloody level. This is what we're talking about, is that we have these policies coming into place, and it's a massive problem into where we will have these issues. There's a 100% authoritarian with what Gavin Newsom is doing. I hope this gets immediately rejected. This is a violation of the First Amendment by a large factor, and the mere fact that this is happening is disgusting. absolutely disgusting. This is the reason why people need to move out of California. Your rights are being endangered, your rights are being trampled on, and this is what's happening now. Now, your life could be very well in danger if you do not follow what the governor says, what the good politicians say. This is disgusting. This is completely authoritarian rule by the highest order. By the highest order. And it needs to be stopped. You liberals think this is okay, then you're going to face the worst type of wrath imaginable when this man is still in office. This is disgusting. This is the reason why he should not be president. Because if that's the case, he'll enact so many authoritarian level stuff that that our country will be under a massive dictatorship by Gavin Newsom, and it will not be a joke. Revoke this, Californians. Make sure this does not go through, because we're in a deep hell of torment if this seems to be the case. It's time to leave this state, because God forbid, this is not looking good. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, take care of yourself and watch out for these corrupt individuals that want to ruin your lives. Take care.